Dear ROSIE project friends and partners, I'm very happy to have an opportunity to address my experience in this project. Well, ROSIE is all about responsible innovation, and what I do actually is very much connected to it. I'm PhD in the area of open innovation and organizational culture, and have a lot of experience working with a small, medium, and large size organizations where I have had an opportunity to work in adoption, implementation, or management of organizational culture and everything that is related to innovation, practices, technical, social side of it.
The city of Šibenik does not want to be only a touristic city, but also wants to be a city that invests in development of entrepreneurship and startup with innovation. For the project ROSIE, we got familiarized with the concept of responsible innovation. And although at first this concept was strange and unknown to us, we realize its importance and we will continue transferring it to the entrepreneurships at local level. It is important to emphasize that when we talk about responsibility, we mean on both of social responsibility and environmental responsibility.
My name is Zina Saric. I am an employee of the city of Šibenik in Croatia. We are one of the partners on the international project ROSIE, which is co-financed by the Interreg Central Europe. I'm working as a financial manager within this project. My experience in implementing the ROSIE project started 6 months ago. I have to say that it was extremely enjoyable and rewarding. For the first time, I was introduced to the term of concept of responsible innovation. Through the implementation of the project, I realized the importance of involving responsible innovations in companies. Responsible innovation promotes social engagement, gender equality, ethics, open access, risk assessment, education, and good governance. It is well known that innovation helps companies stay relevant in a competitive market, but it also plays an important role in economic growth. Being a part of this project increased my skills and capacities.
Šibenik had an opportunity to embark the project financed by European Union that is focused on responsible innovation, therefore focusing on a quality of products. Is it the same as a quality of life?
The urban center exists over 5 years, and in that period about 30 different types of workshops were organized and about 3,000 participants, both young and old, passed through this center. The center became related to the urban culture of the city and became a gathering place for various workshops and lectures where you can always learn something new. Some of the workshops are long-lived in the center, such as robotics workshop led by a young student. We try to expose our fellow citizens, especially young people, with new technologies and knowledge and show them what is happening in the world. The space of the urban center is also used by numerous Šibenik associations, such as the Society of Architects Šibenik, the Association of Tourist Guides of St. Michael, and Šibenik Youth Association.
We are now in Urban Incubator. It's our second project after Urban Center became too small and too successful. Lots of young startup entrepreneurships and creative industries found their home in Urban Incubator, and Urban Center became a place where the networking exists, workshops for the youngster children and educational activities, especially innovation activities for the startup community in the city of Šibenik. First, there was Urban Center, then Urban Incubator. After both of them became too small for the city of Šibenik, growing startup community, we realized that we need completely something new. This is a Turkut Center, on English Triangle Center, because it's a first specialized IT incubator in the city of Šibenik. For us, the most important thing about this IT incubator is innovation. So the project ROSIE perfectly came up with the new idea, responsible innovation. This building is made of natural materials, also environmental protection, ROSIE accounting. It is a nearly passive building, and now we are ending the construction work in September, when we start the new age of the city of Šibenik, when we try to impose responsible innovation in IT sector as our goal. The project Turkut, on English Triangle, it means three different things. It's education, events and innovation. And after the project ROSIE, we will say not only innovation, but responsible innovation.
When we started looking for companies that would be willing to participate in the implementation of this project, we had a large number of interested entrepreneurs who wanted to improve their way of doing business. We had to reduce the selection to 5 companies. During the implementation period, we organized one workshop. Our external expert presented his knowledge to entrepreneurs and invested considerable effort in raising awareness of the benefits of responsible innovation.
What I did in this project is that I acted on behalf of city of Šibenik, that is located on Croatian seaside in a beautiful vicinity surrounded with mountains, river and sea. That is also a home to many small and medium enterprises dealing with the blue economy. It means that they are focused on tourism, shipbuilding, all aspects of economy that is connected to a sea. They all need to innovate in order to become more competitive on the market. And to do that, they have to follow contemporary principles. Those principles goes beyond technology or technique. Those principles embrace all the values that are relevant for humans, for citizens of Šibenik, for citizens of Croatia, as well as for tourists that are going to use innovation built here. It tends to involve all of those stakeholders in a process of innovation, and therefore making it more responsible than ever.
Hi everybody, I'm Filip from Šibenik Brewery, and we are included in the ROSIE project. Participating in the ROSIE project gave us confirmation of some of our ideas. It also brings some new ideas to us, and we hope and we will make our product more eco-friendly, cost-efficient and user-friendly. Trying to get most of the ingredients locally, as local as possible. So we found some barley in western parts of Croatia. We also plan to grow some hops for our products. Maybe growing our yeast strains, maybe some wild yeast strains for different type of beers. We try to use as many as possible recyclable materials like cardboard, glass, and etc. And now we are also planning to bring it to a new level where we are trying to use aluminum cans. We are trying to open a small tap room outside, and also people can come inside and see how the beer is done. And people can see that we make a clean product. There is no any additives or anything else. It's just barley, hops, and cacao.
Historically, innovation was merely technological activity and much less the activity of negotiating values among stakeholders. What we actually nowadays perceive as a quality, and the quality is more and more something that any industry and organization tends to reach, is the connection of quality to quality of life. Those two concepts are met in a concept of responsible innovation, because if we do a quality products or we provide quality services, it necessarily nowadays means that we are involving a number of stakeholders that are participating in a process of generating those products and services, and that are necessarily asked about what they want and what they expect out of it.
Hello, my name is Magdalena. I'm from Art Club Azimuth and we are the part of the ROSIE project. So Azimuth was founded in 2013 and we were never just a club. The most important thing is that we are placed in the water cistern that is 600 years old. This place was very important to local community, so we want to keep it that way. In our line of work, we realized that the best way to be in the life of local community is to involve the local community in your work. So everything that you see here was made by many artists from Šibenik, Croatia and all over the world. Most recent thing that we done is we decided to make new tables for our terrace. And in everything that we do here, we are trying to involve many people as possible. We sent 18 blank tables to 15 different artists and they put their work on it. After the tables came back, we made the exhibition of the tables and it was great. The all local people came and now the tables are very interested for people to sit because they are sitting and drinking their favorite drinks on a work of art of the local artists. Another thing that we done was in the Corona time when everybody was at home. People couldn't come here, so we decided to bring art to them. We organized a series of online events like online exhibition, concerts and reading poetry. So we were staying in contact with our friends even in time of lockdown.
Through the ROSIE project, the city of Šibenik cooperated with partner Inovacija from Zadar on the organization of the second national target event. The purpose of national target event was to raise awareness among public and the local stakeholders of socially responsible innovation through digital tools. For that purpose, we engaged a marketing management expert. He introduced us to all the advantages and disadvantages of digital tools and how to use them to effectively improve your own business. At the end, I have to conclude that the overall goal of the ROSIE project was to improve the skills and competencies of entrepreneurs and innovators through international cooperation. I'm sure that we were successful in achieving this goal and I'm looking forward to work on a similar projects.
For the last few words, as one explores the expanse of new lands and space, he or she usually meets a lot of obstacles and complications along the way. It was not different in this project at all. We were all aiming high and finding our ways to implement what we wanted and to adopt certain new practices to small and medium entities. Whether we were successful or not, we will find out in the future. But what we learned is that those concepts, open innovation, responsible innovation, all rely on organizational culture of each entity we were communicating with. And for that reason, what we need to do is to put more effort in the future, to implement more responsibility into innovation, to find a way to increase the quality of life of our consumers, of our fellow citizens that will live with, and to wish them all the best for the next few projects that I'm sure are going to come very soon. Have a nice rest of the project and hope to see you soon.